Hey guys, it's Super Matt, and today is another Mobile Minute with Matt and Friends, and I have a good friend on with me today, Linsey Taylor with Ahart Realty Group. What's up, girl?
Hey, how's it
It's going great. We see your logo behind you. You got a background.
going?
So I noticed the other day that, or somebody was posting the other day, that I think you can even go on YouTube and you can search for Zoom backgrounds, and there's a bunch of people putting stuff out that you can even get for free. So there's
Awesome.
some companies
Yes.
out
I
there that I
always
think,
need to.
yeah, if you Google Zoom backgrounds, free Zoom backgrounds, there's a bunch of people putting stuff out there for free. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, but
Good
that's
deal.
a
I
good
will take
idea,
advantage of that.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that, 2 months ago, uh, we would be, doing more Zoom meetings than we have within a month than we probably have done in a whole year?
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't have imagined that. And, I think like with everything else, I don't think any of us really imagined where we would be at today and the type of things that would be affecting our daily lives and our business lives as well.
That's right. So can you tell everybody real quick how you got started in the business, where your business is, and what do you like to do? What's your forte or your go-to in the real estate industry?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been in real estate and a little bit of title for over 15 years.
Mhm.
Um, I started out, I worked in title for just a little brief period of time, and then I got involved with a real estate company in Arizona, actually. I was working underneath a broker, and she was kind of my mentor at that time, a really good friend of mine. And then had a few kids and then decided I need to get back into real estate. Unfortunately, at that time, it was not the best time because it was around 2009 when I did.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible timing. But I did get a little bit more experience under my belt, seeing the kind of downside of real estate at that time. And then fast forward several years later to about 3-4 years ago when real estate was going awesome again, and reactivated my license, and I've been with Fathom ever since. I love real estate. I actually even love the ups and downs because I feel like through the really good times in real estate, you're going and you're moving and you're doing everything, and then during the slower times, like right now, for example, is really giving me the opportunity to step up my video game, to step up my online presence, all of the things that I should be taking the time to by being at home or being at the office on the computer.
Mhm.
I'm actually doing right now. So try to pull the positives of all these good times or all these different times. I don't want to say difficult, but it's different right now. So
It is different, yeah, and it is
yeah.
different from even when 2008. I was thinking the other day from that time, back then when the banking industry, was plummeting down and people were, leaving in droves and getting laid off and all that too. And I was thinking about, well, this time now to that time, obviously we're losing lives, people are getting sick. But I also remembered back when hearing on the news where people were taking their lives, back in 2008,
Yes.
2009. It was
Yes.
just a tragedy, to hear something like that. And we all knew in this business that we were going to have a shift in 10 to 15 years from that
Yeah.
point on, right? But we
Yeah.
didn't know what that shift
Yeah.
really was going to be yet. We just knew it was going to be a shift.
Yeah.
Obviously, we never would have thought it was going to be because of a virus
Yeah.
making the shift too,
Yeah.
on that.
And that's wild that you bring that up because, like I said, I started out in Arizona, and I was in Texas during, 2008, 2009, 10, so on.
Mhm.
And I know people that are not with us anymore.
Yeah.
The very same thing that you're talking about. It's wild to think that your career could affect you in such a dramatic way. Um, for myself, we all go through, if you're anywhere around real estate or working anywhere in this economy, it's really important that you always are trying to make the best use of your time and trying to stay as positive as possible. And that's something that I try to utilize on a daily basis, because it's very stressful and scary for all of us. But, you know, like I said, I tried to take this time to really step up my online presence and my YouTube videos. It's kind of forcing me to do that. So.
Oh, really? So
Luckily, I know this guy, Matt,
yeah,
and he's really good at teaching those. So I'm
yeah,
taking full advantage.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that YouTube class has been very popular lately. Yeah, everybody's jumping on board. And, you know, you got to look at is like, okay, if I can't get out, or if people can't get out in the public area and see me and know my presence, right? Then video has got to be the other way that I can reach them, you know, is
Absolutely.
that I've got to get it. And if you're not doing it and getting out there, nobody's going to ever see you and they're not going to know about you.
Yes.
And so, you know, we teach in that class about multiplying ourselves out in the social media area, right? And video is the best way to do that, you know, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. We can't be, you know, at the grocery store shaking hands. We can't be holding events right now. There are all of our usual ways that we stay in the public eye and we stay relevant to our clients. We can't really do. Video is really the best way to do that right now.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if one day, like all those shopping carts that have real estate pictures on it, instead of just a picture, it'll be a video screen and it'll just be playing video commercials over and over.
Oh, no, that'd be scary.
And you're just getting that interaction already right there. That's
be like bumper cars in the grocery store.
That could be a pretty cool idea, right? And you're like,
it would be.
Do you have a question? Press here, right? Yeah. Might be
There's Matt's next idea. Next we know we're going to be in the grocery store.
I'm patenting that. Nobody else
video screen.
That's right. That's right.
Good.
All right. So let's just talk about then, what has the COVID-19 issues, how has it played a role in your business, and how's it affected you personally and corporately also?
Okay. Business first. Let's see. So I live in a very small rural area of North Texas. So and I'm constantly saying, and some people disagree with me, but it's a little different out here. Things move a little bit more slowly. And sorry, I lost my earpiece. And as far as digital things, it's just not quite as up to date as the rest of the world. So it's affected us dramatically. I'm so thankful that we have had orders come out like by our great governor that has helped ensure and kind of given our area a little bit more confidence in realtors that we are actually doing the best we can. Mm-hmm. We're not just out to sell properties. We're actually out to protect our clients and to help our clients during this time.
Right.
So that's wonderful. Things have slowed down, but with that being said, there are still people out there buying. Unfortunately, I've seen less properties going on the market for sale, which is unfortunate because there are still lots of buyers out. I actually had a buyer contact me yesterday on a listing that I've had pending, and we're kind of waiting to see what direction it goes. But she has a buyer who is pre-approved for a conventional loan. And she's like, I can't find them a house. They love this house. So literally agents are out there trying to find properties for their buyers. So there are buyers out there.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, people are nervous about, you know, buying and selling right now. That's why it's really important to have an amazing agent that you can talk to and will lead you in the right direction and give you sound advice during this time.
That's true. Yeah.
Personally, I have 2 small kids at home, and they're 10 and 12. And so I'm also attempting to be a homeschool teacher. Yes. And not so much my forte.
Yeah, not ours either.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, which is why I was saying earlier I hadn't made it to the office yet, because I have to make their schooling first thing in the morning priority. I need to know that they get that done, and then I take the rest of the day to get my things done. But luckily I'm really fortunate that I have pretty independent, smart kids, and so they've picked up on it pretty quickly. The first few weeks was very stressful.
I bet.
Everything's kind of leveling out now.
Good.
So,
Good.
so they're doing good. Other than that, I think really, like I said, the first 2 weeks of the stay in place orders, having to stay home, everything kind of shutting down was very stressful.
Yeah.
This is uncharted territory. And so just kind of nobody knew what to do. I feel like now, I look at the bright side of things, or I try to most of the time. I don't have to get up quite as early, and that's amazing. And I start getting on my computer and checking email and contacting clients first thing in the morning, and then I stroll into the office, and it's not so bad. So we're just kind of making the best of it. I am, really eager to kind of share my message with clients and future clients. So I plan on later today doing a video, kind of a new listing video. Usually I do my listing presentations in person.
Yeah.
And I've got all my paperwork and pictures and things that I bring with me, and it's pretty smooth and it works really well. I'm going to attempt to put that all in a video as like a pre-video to doing an online conference with them. So what I want to do is when I make contact with somebody and they say, hey, I'm thinking about listing my property, I want to go ahead and set up an appointment with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send them this video to preview before we get together, and that will, give them a lot of information. Then when we do get together in a webinar, then all we have to do is just ask a few questions and do the paperwork. So
yeah, good idea. Great idea. So since you've been at home and the kids have been at home, what has been the go-to snack in the house?
Oh my gosh, the go-to. Listen, I'll tell you, I've stopped buying snacks, number one, because that's all they want to do is eat chips and granola bars.
Right.
Yeah. So the go-to snack, they just I buy a lot of food because I love to feed my kids. It's my thing. So I go to Costco and I will have 2 shopping carts full of food, and that's what I bring home, and then they just eat me. So they eat a lot of cheese sticks, chips, apples, anything that they can just get their hands on. So yeah, we keep a lot of food in our house. It was not the norm to not be able to go run to Costco or the grocery store. So, but we still have plenty of food. They're fine. They're a little spoiled in the food department.
Right. Okay. So if today you could only make one wish today, you only get one, what's that wish going to be?
One wish today. Oh my gosh. If I could make one wish today, it would be, oh man. Man, that is so hard, Matt. Oh my gosh, because I would wish for so many things. If I could make one wish today, I think it would be that, I love real estate and I love my career, but God and family always comes first for me. So I would wish that all of my family is happy and healthy and together. These darn earbuds driving me crazy.
That's a good wish.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that all of my friends and family are happy and healthy together, and happy in our careers. My husband's also self-employed, so he has a lot of stress on that end as well. And then my kids are functioning and happy with where their lives are.
Good. Okay. Yeah. So since you've been hanging out of the house more often and, in the car and not around a lot of people, what have you been listening to music-wise lately, or anything on Audible, or whatever? And then what have y'all been binging at home, watching at home for TV shows?
Okay, music-wise, so I love 80s music. Matt, you know this. Every time we talk about a cool concert that you're going to, I love to turn up some, was it K-Love is the channel in the Metroplex whenever I can get it.
Yes.
I love listening to K-Love and just, some like Pat Benatar and Prince and Whitesnake and all that. I love, and Def Leppard. I love all that. That's my jam.
Yeah.
But also, we have a local radio station here in the little town of Graham. It's 100.5. It's actually a Christian radio station. The guys that come on in the morning, they are here locally. One is a pastor. I'm not sure what the other one does other than the radio stuff. But anytime there is a happening here in our area, anytime we had tornadoes visit us recently. And it was amazing because I turned on that radio station. Those guys had gone down to the station it was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and they were updating us. We actually knew from their voice presence on the radio that there was a tornado on our very street.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
I love those guys. Huh?
God bless them for doing that.
I'm telling you, that when I'm not going to get emotional. I've never been through a tornado so close.
Oh, wow.
But when that happened, we were prepared. My husband is out on the porch watching, like husbands do, and me and the kids are getting the closet ready.
Right.
And when I heard his voice on the radio say there is a tornado on Rosser Ranch, that's our road. So we dropped everything and ran to the closet, but we were fine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thank God. Okay. What about TV shows?
Binge watching. Oh gosh, okay. So I love reality shows. It is my guilty pleasure. My husband and my kids hate them because they're like, they're just fighting all the time. It is entertaining as I'll get up. The Housewives, they're crazy and funny. I love it.
Right.
Cause it's so different than like my normal. I want to be entertained when I watch TV. And I tell you what, those Jersey and Atlanta Housewives are entertaining. Okay. But they haven't been on as much. So we do also watch a lot of History Channel and Discovery Channel. Although, that show on, I think it's on, I don't know if it's Discovery or History, but where they, the island and they're looking for treasure on it. What's it called? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. So on
it's
Island.
A horrible TV show.
Yeah. On Oak Island. Yeah.
We watch that every week.
Yeah.
I curse it every week because they're never going to find anything. And we still watch it every single week. It's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. Just watch it. I just watched
I can't stop watching.
Yeah. Yeah. The Curse of Oak Island.
All they find is Michael could comment on that show.
Yeah.
I know he watches it too. All they find is dirt and wood all the time.
Yeah. They're going to find something. Well, they're finding some artifacts and things like that.
One day.
Obviously they haven't found, they found coins and cross and some rings and jewelry and some artifacts and things like that.
Yes.
They're going to get down to that money pit area and they're going to find something down there. I don't know what they're going to find.
Did you watch it last night? I think it was on last night. Yes. Well, they had the visitors out.
Yes.
And, the originals. So I feel like when they have them out, that means they're about to find something big. But then, of course, the show ended and maybe we'll see it next week.
Yeah. Well, it's always next week, isn't it? It's always next week.
Always.
The week after. Yeah, on that too. But
4 years later, we'll still be watching it and waiting for them to find something.
Well, we'll see. Can you imagine if you really found treasure on that island and you had to keep it quiet? Right, because all that stuff was coming out on TV, and you couldn't say anything and bring it in and keep it on the down low until they got to expose it on TV. That'd drive you crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. They'd probably be pretty rich if they did find something. So I'd probably just hide away and count my riches and be all quiet as can be.
Right. Well, the other part to that is, I don't think they get to keep all of that either. So they have to.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure some historical society would lay claim.
I would imagine so. Well, hey, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you being on with us today, and God bless you and your family. And I always pray a hedge of protection around you and your family. And stay safe. If you need anything, please reach out. And I'll remind everybody that Super Inspector was our sponsor today. They're providing the time for us to be on Zoom. I appreciate them. And just get out there and make it happen today, sister.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me, Matt. It was good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Bye-bye.